Hello everybody and welcome to Iratus, Lord of the Dead, which can be most aptly and quickly described as Reverse Darkest Dungeon. And that is as cool as it sounds. We are playing Darkest Dungeon in the role of the bad guys. We're going to be stressing out the heroes. We're going to be taking them down, those pesky righteous folk, as the undead army created by Iratus, the necromancer, with the awesome six-pack abs and flowing dark hair right there. Let's get into it. I have played a little bit of the tutorial, which kind of just seems like the game, effectively. So we could play Cakewalk, we play more Pain. We cannot play Good Always Wins. We'll probably maybe get to that someday, but I just cannot for the life of me pick Cakewalk, even though it is likely the best idea. So there's going to be a lot of stuff to explain. I'm going to try to not go too crazy in depth because it could take a long time. And we got a series ahead of us, guys. Buckle up. Subscribe for more because it's going to be coming out, and we'll just explain things as they go on. But let's just get a brief, quick overview as fast as I possibly can. We are going to get parts from enemies when we kill them that we can use to do a whole bunch of stuff, like create our army, create items, create upgrades, and stuff like that for all of our characters that we're going to be taking into our dungeons to fight. In addition, we also are Iratus, effectively we're playing as him. And we can also, oh my goodness, this is going to be a mess to explain all right away. We can also do a couple spells during the fight and basically control things as that character as well. We have a team of 4, much like, like a Darkest Dungeon. We have a team of 4, we're going to go in, there's permadeath. We lose our units, they're gone forever. Try not to get too attached to them kind of thing. But anyway, we can take a look at what else is there. What can we do? Okay, so there is also this, which is, it's our town in Darkest Dungeon. It's our area where, in between fights, when we eventually do get to that very, very quickly here, things will happen here based off of, if we put something in here or not. First of all, we would have to build something here. Okay, this one's already unlocked. Powerful aura of death fully restores health. Applies after a victory. So I'm just going to not mess with that for right now because I feel like it's just too messy to start out with. And I just want to see if we can dive right in within 3 minutes here, because it could easily take, like I said, 20 minutes to explain it all. The kingdom had a need for the vast riches buried underneath the castle, great veins of iron that promised to fuel conquest after conquest. Along with ancient artifacts from a long-forgotten age, the dwarves were eager to offer their services in this project, bringing their untested mining equipment and experimental concoctions for the promise of wealth. They only needed the bodies that could obey, and the humans could provide. With the dungeons filled to the brim with both criminals and rebels, there was no shortage of slaves to work these mines. Drugs were used to keep them docile as they dug ever deeper year after year, unaware of the mortal danger that awaited them below. You dare dig in my zone? Am I really the baddie? This is like, it's your... What's the movie? Fern Gully. This is basically Fern Gully. But alas. Let's go into our first battle. We are not doing things optimally at all here, just so that I can quickly show off the game. So there's a couple really... One thing that I'm going to mention right now, I do have to kind of look past the animations because they're a little bit funny. They're like a little bit quirky compared to how serious the tone of the game is kind of trying to be. But I can look past it, and honestly, I kind of like it. It's a little goofy, a little how they kind of throw themselves around like rubber sometimes. So get used to that. But anyway, first enemy, or first, I guess we say enemy. I'm saying minion, I guess. The Bride of Iratus. We can make a lot of Brides of Iratus, but anyway. So we got all our skills down here. If you played Darkest Dungeon, this is going to be familiar, but I'm going to explain this real quick. You can only use certain moves based off of the position your character is in. They can do some things that'll make them move throughout combat, or Other than that, it's based off of how you put them right away. So, the yellow one with the skull is the position. We can do this move from the back 2 spots. It can hit anything in all 4 spots there. Let's see. And that line through it on that one means you can hit everybody. So let's just go with this attack right now. Like I said, I'm not going to be playing optimally for the beginning here, just to explain things. It's a physical attack. It says how much damage it deals. So let's attack one of these here. Just get it the hell out of the way. So, in addition to the health right there, you do see there's something else underneath it there. Once again, if you play Darkest Dungeon, you're going to be familiar with this mechanic. That is their stress bar. If that goes down to 0, and you hit them with another stress attack after that, they have a chance to have a heart attack and just die. So you can kill them by attacking their health, or you can kill them by attacking their stress. Different enemies have resistances in different ways and protections in different ways to help, make it so killing them one way or another is a better or worse idea. So, what else do we got? I think we just want to attack with a normal, just in a normal way here. He's got 15 health to him. Got something to do in 15. We don't have anything that's going to do 15. So, who cares? Let's just do this. Do a little bit of an AoE, make it so it's pretty much a guarantee to get this guy next turn. And as far as heroes go, they don't look too heroic, I must say. Warning shot, stress attack, deals a hell of a lot of stress damage. I think that we want to just bop this boy, but at the same time, you can see up here the turn in which they're going to go. You can see we clearly have turn with all 3 of these guys before he's even going to go, so it's not urgent. It is not urgent. But maybe starting to take down this guy would be a logical idea. We could try to go for a stress KO on him just for the hell of it. Let's do that. Let's try to go for a stress kill on him just to see something different. Because in addition to killing them when they get down to 0 or below, there is another thing carried over from Darkest Dungeon, which is kind of like the general... Shoot, probably should have done that right now. Affliction / I can't remember what the other one is. There's affliction and whatever it is that makes him act courageous and, actually stronger under pressure. So nothing has been afflicted yet, but when you do stress attacks, there's a chance you can make that happen, so... We'll see that. That is probably the most hilarious of all of the animations, I must say, from the zombie right there.
Pathetic.
Alright. Stress attack deals an additional 2 damage for each buff or debuff on the target. Okay, so here, he's been afflicted by cowardice. So he has a chance to flee, increases by 20% each turn. Before the beginning of their turn, deals stress damage to all allies equal to 20% of their current remaining sanity. So there's some situations where you actually kind of want the heroes to run away. And there's some situations, oh my god, that is not fair. I am very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. Inflicts a critical hit. So everybody also has an ultimate move, which is always in the bottom right here. In addition to needing to be in the correct position, you also need some of this fury, which you generate over the course of the battle. The red fury. The blue is spells from Iratus, and we currently don't have any because I didn't pick any because I'm not playing optimally, for gosh darn sake. Get out of here. So he's down to the bottom. If we do any more stress attacks, he could have a heart attack and just straight up lose his life. Boom, heart attack, he's done. And this guy is, he's almost out by stress. And he got unlucky. Loses accuracy, evasion, and luck. So he's in a really bad position. And the zombie can't do any kind of stress attack. So I will just, whatever. Doesn't matter much. We'll just do the cute little spin there. Stress attack. I don't know if this counts as a debuff. One would assume it would. Okay. So that brings it down to 0, but I don't think you can get the heart attack unless you're already at 0. And even then, it's not guaranteed. Right there. Get scared, son. Oh my goodness. Golly gee. My soul is empty, he says. Well, I have regrets. Probably should have gone for the health there. Would have been a little bit more guaranteed. We're going to leave this fight with some very hurt boys. You better... Come on. You gotta be kidding me. He is... Wow. He is resilient. If you don't... I have severe regrets about not just going for his health. I feel like trying to go for the stress makes more sense in the beginning, especially when there's a lot of... Yeah, he's just getting there. Should have done that the whole time. When there's a lot of enemies around them, a lot of heroes around them, I guess I should say, because, you know, they can get afflicted, they can do things like starting to attack their teammates, starting to attack the party members on their side. So, let's craft some new people. And in addition to that, I am, real quick here, I am pulling the names for these characters off of my Patreon. So let me just get them pulled up. Okay, pulling them from a hat. Ba-doop, ba-doop. All right. There. Okay, there we go. There's one. And then we can also do that. I like this one. I like this one for the skeleton. Tactical Cheese is our skeleton. And then we got Kai, our zombie. And then we've got... Let's see if this one will even fit. That can kill the... bullet that can kill the past. Let's see. I guess that's gonna have to do. Or here we can do. There we go. Beautiful. Bullet that... I can't do this. That can kill the past. English is very challenging. So we can do a couple things here that we will really want to do. We want to go over to our talents quick, because we do have a talent point that we didn't pick. There's 4 different talents for, and this is for Iratus himself. So this is additional actions we can do, or different passives. So we can go with alchemy, which helps us with creating monsters and getting different things in between fights, like getting more resources. There's magic, which is pretty simple here. I believe it buffs up. No, this one, move selected minion 2 positions forward. All minions gain. So this one seems like a generally helpful to you magic ability you can use. This one, I believe, chosen minion loses luck, minus luck, gains attack, does not stack. So these look like kind of buffs. And then we have destruction, which just does straight up damage and kind of messes around with things like that. I'm going to go for that just because it's simple and I don't want to be too complicated right now. Artifacts. Oh, we have a whole bunch of artifacts that I don't think we can put on us. I think those have to go on Iratus. Maybe it's Iratus, I guess.
My undead features.
Okay, let's see. Minions gain +4 luck, +4 accuracy, +4 evasion. Just straight up buffs. Unlocks a secret ire skill. Removes all the buff from a chosen minion. Restores 6 mana for each buff. Mana being the thing that lets us cast that damaging spell we just unlocked. Okay. Each time Iratus uses a spell, a random enemy is dealt 10 stress damage. Let's go for that for now. Fetching. That sounds good, because I believe the spell we unlocked is a spell we can use pretty frequently. Alright, so we also have a lot of dying people right now. Let's unlock a Wraith using some of the body parts, the ingredients that we have unlocked in between. Can get ourselves a Dark Knight. I just want to get myself 3 new creatures real quick. And we'll even make one more that we'll just immediately sacrifice to the graveyard to unlock this thing. Each minion exploring the ancient burial ground finds a random part. So parts are, like I said, the things that you can use to unlock or create new characters. So we're going to take these characters that are on the verge of death a little bit and put them in here for now. So we're going to fully restore health after victory. I don't know if it just means on this one. And then after that, we would have to give Iratus 12 of Wrath at the beginning of the battle. Praise the necromancer. Restores mana. Each minion studying here gives Iratus bonus experience. So we can't unlock anything else because we just don't have enough of the resource we would need to purchase it. So that is going to be that for now. Okay. And then let's get ourselves... We're doing a little bit of sorting. We got... This is fun. Zachary, our Wraith. I love seeing all these names just for all these evil creatures. And then one more. Got... yeah, I love seeing them. Little Hink. All right. Out we go. Let's go back to the dungeon. We can either go this way, which unlocks a Fountain of Restoration. We can either heal all of our minions in our party, or we can restore mana. Or we can go this way. Contains dormant minions awaiting their time. Sacrificial altar. By sacrificing minions, Iratus receives items and artifacts. Gotta kind of look at our path here. We're eventually trying to make our way up to the boss encounter. But there's obviously things along the way. This is going to look pretty familiar if you played like Slay the Spire. Choose a battle squad. Only got the one full squad here. Choose a minion to raise. We actually don't have a Banshee yet, so we'll take a Banshee. I'm not going to use the Banshee right now, but we'll take the Banshee. Alright. Standard skeletons. Stand steady and seeking. Some of the audio and dialogue is kind of funny. Like in a way that I actually really do like. Okay, so here's our spell. Iratus, it takes 11 mana. Iratus does 12 to 16 physical damage to each enemy at 1 and 2 positions. 1 and 2 positions. And it also means we're going to do 10 stress damage, in theory. Yep, 10 stress damage to that guy right there. So that can help modify what we want to plan to do here a little bit. So there's also stances in the game. Like this one right here. This one's Overwatch from Blizzard, of course. So it's a stance that whenever the enemy moves, deal 50% of your character's damage, which is 10 to 13 physical damage to it. I don't know how much these guys are going to move. Warning shot, stress attack. Think of him. Think of Iratus. The Bride gains +4 attack and +4 dread until the battle ends. Dread is something that makes it so all of your attacks do bonus stress damage. That being, I believe, 4 stress damage. Okay. So I'm going to try to get that guy stressed the hell out. Stress attack links the skeleton with the target. The skeleton loses 30% vigor, which is a fancy name for health. That's right, this game is going to try to invent the term health in a video game. And the target loses 30% of their sanity. So that would be a better idea to do if it was like an opener, I would think, for right now. Stance, gain +6 armor, +6 resistance until the next action. Enemies attack the skeleton more often. Let's go for that. And in addition, so much to explain, but there'll be less and less as time goes on. Right here, you can see there's a special feature for a lot of characters. The skeleton is immune to all buffs and debuffs, and that does mean buffs. Like, we cannot buff him up in fancy ways. Like, there's a move right around here. Support removes all debuffs from the Dark Knight. Like, there's buffs, like increased armor, stuff like that. That just we won't be able to do for that character. But he also can't be debuffed. It's just as simple as it sounds there. So we got ourselves Zachary, our Wraith. Let's go for deal 100% stress damage, removes all buffs to the target. They lose evasion for the turn as well. Or we can do Curse. Deals the stress damage to 2 enemies in a row. And then it also curses them for curse over time. That might not be a bad idea. For these two back here, we can start to... Oh, well, we missed that one back there. That would have been a good start. keep on blocking. Little Hink, bring it on. So, loses 5 initiative. Damage dealt is reduced by 25%. Damage received is increased by 25%. None of those things are things that I really need him to be sticking around for. Because, like I said, some of them are going to make it so they want to attack their allies, which can, you know, be really, really helpful. Let's see. Each time an enemy receives a buff, Dark Knight deals 7 to 8 stress damage to it. That's a stance. I think let's just start smacking this boy. We'll get this one pretty... Okay, so this is his ultimate type move. Stress attack does quite a bit of stress damage to everybody, and everybody randomly swaps positions. Not a bad idea. How much stress does he have left? 8. All right, I'm counting on this doing 8. 9. Okay. Bye-bye, baby boy. So long, Bowser. Either of these have armor, because we do have an attack that pierces it. We don't. So I believe this one is slightly better to do. Very slightly better to do if they don't have armor. Well. Maybe not. 1 year off for every dead I slice up. Excuse me. Chest piercer, think of him. Warning shot. I don't think we should really go for stress now. Or I guess we could go for stress on this guy. Because this guy's not going to go until for a while here, so... Pull. He's unlucky. He went for the Sinister Strike stance. So this is an AoE slurp. Turn all the enemies into a Slurpee, basically, it says. You get they take damage, you heal that damage. I think we continue on the trek of just trying to cleave this boy in half. Well. Miss! Missed! It's okay, he's freaking out. Freaking out, man, freaking out. Alright, chop him. Yeah, we're gonna get them both for sure. For sure. Still got it. Stayed down unless we what? It goes so fast. Oh, shot through the heart. And you're too stressed. Okay, we got some Architect's Souls. We got some IQ. 20 IQ. What a coincidence. Same as me. Graveyard events. Kai was healed the hell up. And we got some rags. Beautiful. So Kai should be fully healed. Indeed. You can throw... Bullet Kill the Past in here. And then, you know what? Let's we'll decide in a second what we're going to do here with Tactical Cheese. So yeah, it's very, in this sense, it's very Darkest Dungeon-like, except it goes through the loop a lot quicker, where you go and you do a fight, and then you come back and you have to do some management. So you got some skill tree action. Spine Bomb sets a trap at a random enemy position, explodes in 2 turns, dealing 50 magic damage to any foe position. So there's physical damage and magic damage. It's just, it splits it into 2 different types. You played Pokemon, you know what I'm talking about. Special attack, basic attack. It just splits it up so that enemies can have resistance to magic or resistance to physical, you know. Just to add a little bit extra complexity. Got Soul Leech here, which I'm probably going to go for. It deals 35 to 45 stress damage to the chosen enemy, and 20% or 20 physical damage to a random minion. And that does mean on your side. But hell, I'm into it. I'm into that kind of nonsense. Humatorium? Whoops. Humanarium. Ah, I see. So we don't need to mess with anything there. So there's also alchemy. I didn't go into this too much because it is, you know, it's an extra thing right now. But you can turn some of your parts, because you need certain parts to make certain characters, certain equipment. You can turn certain ones into other ones. You can combine them to upgrade them into higher quality ones, things like that. I'm not going to mess with it right now. You can also use it to create items that you can put onto your characters to buff them up in different ways. +2 resistance and a random perk, you know. Obviously, if we were wanting to be really, really deliberate and play highly perfectly effectively right now, we would be messing with that right now, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. So, I've said this phrase a million times. In addition to all that other stuff, this game is pretty darn complex in a way that I'm very excited about. Like, there's a couple things that bother me, but they're like super easy to look over based off of how interesting I find the depth of this game. So we can also have a skill tree here for each character of ours, and we can upgrade their spells. And when we do that, they also get upgrades to one of their stats based off of the one you pick. This one would either upgrade luck or upgrade accuracy, depending on which way we wanted to go. I kind of want to upgrade that one warning shot here. So we can either upgrade it one of two ways. This one makes it so it increases the target's chance to escape by 25% for 2 actions. So that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you want them to run away because it's kind of like a kill. Kinda. In addition, there is this one. Interrupts stances. Unable to move during their next turn. And it also gives you 3% evasion. Let's go for it. Deceptic HQ. There you go, right there. Alright, so let's get another name here. We'll pull our next name, and that is going to be, oh, we already pulled that name. There. This is going to be Voidwalker. That is such a good name for that character. Let's throw you in here and put somebody else in here. Because I don't think that these characters get healed over time. Zachary can go there. It only looks fitting. Alright, one final thing before we go back in. Let me just talk about the IQ here for a second. Instantly levels up minions. We can go in here to just flop this brain right on there, and he leveled up. We can get experience so we can quickly zip-zap him up top there. And I like this. I just really do like the Dark Knight character quite a bit. And we can unlock a whole lot more. You probably saw that by doing little achievement-esque things. What do we want to go for? The one that we've been using the most are these two. So do we just want a better physical attack? Just deals more damage? Or do we want it so it deals more damage based off of our armor and resistance? Let's be a simple little baby boy for now. Simple baby boy. Just bump up his damage and go and do this quest here. An event requiring the participation of Iratus himself or the current battle group. The unmistakable sound of a human being rended apart draws your group's attention to a small cavern where a gruesome monster is feasting upon its prey in a bout of carnivorous gluttony. It has a face and shape of a lion, but its eyes are grown over by flesh, and its eye stalks protrude from where its mane should be. Rather than paws, this creature has human-like hands it uses to handle its food. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Order the beast killed, retreat back without alerting the creature. But what if I want to, like, try to tame it? Quite frankly, it seems like something that I would want on my side. Let's just go for it.
With the rest.
Oh, yikes. So we took quite a bit of damage. The beast moved instinctively, mauling the undead to try to encircle it. However, when it realized your numbers were superior, it performed a great leap over the heads of your minions and rapidly disappeared with its human hands. With its human hand into the surrounding darkness. Alright, we can... I wonder, is something going to happen when we go through here? No, it's just saying that's like an extra little pathway. There might be some kind of random events. We're going to be going into this actually hurting quite a bit. So we might lose somebody. We might lose somebody, and we should definitely have looked into switching up our party's order. Link's a skeleton. loses 30% of its vigor. Target loses 30% of its sanity. Okay, let's try to target somebody's sanity quick. This guy's already hurting a little bit for sanity. Does anybody have armor? No, nobody here has armor as far as I know. You can see down here. That's the armor. That's magic resistance. Then there's also block and ward, which is something we can get into later. Basically, extra protection you can imagine. A little smack on this boy up here. Start going for his health a bit. Thank you for the miss. I greatly appreciate it. So we could go for an AoE stress. Everybody get ready to prepare your ears. This is probably, and I'm not kidding, my least favorite part about this game is the banshees wail, which you could imagine is supposed to be bad, but prepare yourself. Why? Why make it that bad? You know? Like, I'm not gonna... I'll tell you, I'm probably gonna, because of that, I'm going to use the character list. It's too good of a bad noise, you know what I'm saying? Whenever an enemy moves, I don't... Just... Over time, we'll learn which characters move more. And it'd be a more logical thing to do.
Carve open their husks.
Alright. How is this guy? Cowardice. Chance to flee. Ooh. Made him unlucky just by him being stressed out. Oh! Mr. Murderer. Even I'm the bad guy, and Voidwalker's saying, "What the hell are you doing?" Okay, we could probably get a KO. KO.
This is what 1,000
Way to go.
years of evolution looks like. Yeah, pathetic.
All right, we could go for our big blast AoE stress attack, our Kamehameha stress, a shield banger supreme. Should I? Nope. It was a miss. So I'm actually going to actively choose to go for this because it's a less annoying Screech. And it does debuff them so that their attack is a little bit weaker next turn, which is something I'm into. We could go for this, which will do physical damage. I'm not really feeling like sacrificing some health right now because if it happened to hit Voidwalker, that'd be a dead Voidwalker, probably. Or very well could be at the very least. 30% of their sanity. I'd say at this point we should go just for a defensive stance. Little Hink. I mean, at this rate... So when this guy dies, he has a feature. All of his allies recover 30 sanity. I'm going to go for this anyways because I think that we're still going to end up killing this one first. Unable to move during their next turn. I don't think that's going to be something that'll matter anyways. AoE blast of stress. Ah, that would have been nice. That would have been so nice to get the AoE kill. Armor absorb. Bite me, sucker. Shield banger supreme. It costs so much of our fury. Just like doesn't feel worth it. But if we go here, all right, that's fine. It's fine. Please tell me that you're gonna work. Ah! You gotta be kidding me. Ouch. That damage could have been prevented. Well. So this costs 40 fury. Both of these targets would skip their next turn. Quite frankly, I don't think we need to bother with that right now. It seems like a waste of our fury because I think that does carry over. Obviously, the health and stuff does. Stop and stare. Jappo, look at his ponytail hair. Uh-oh. Voidwalker! Shield banger supreme. Alright, we gotta really get lucky here. This has gotta go well. Like, we gotta get a perfect here. Or we could spend this and not be a greedy son of a gun. gives us a whole extra little bit to try it out. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. With these last enemies, when they're the only one left, I really feel like I should just go for their health. Because it's just more reliable. When their health hits 0, they're dead, you know? Who'd have thought? Doesn't really matter how much stress, so we might as well go with the weak one that will debuff just in case. Yoink! Alright, well that was rough. That was rough. It wasn't terrible, but it was rough. Looks like we might have gotten enough souls to unlock something here. Indeed, we could probably unlock 2 things. So we'll do a little bit of management, and then it is probably where we're going to call it for today. Keep them around 40-ish minutes, because it seems like it's a whole general campaign that'll just keep on going. What to unlock? So what do we go for? Oh, we didn't go for anything yet with tactical cheese. So little Hink. Let's upgrade never miss or ignore block. So I'll explain block here. Block is literally just some enemies start with it, or they have abilities that grant it, and it makes it so the next physical attack they take just blocks all of it. So we can either get rid of that, so it ignores that, we have a move to ignore it, or we can make it so this attack can never miss. Both of which are just situational and nice. This one also gives us +1 magic resistance, which we already have 6 of. This one gives us +6 accuracy in general, which seems like a good, safe idea to me. Just a nice, safe idea. Give Iratus 12 wrath at the beginning of battle. Generate souls. Give Iratus experience. Give Iratus a cookie. He's gonna ask for kidneys. Okay, so let's create ourselves a Dark Knight that we're not gonna name, so that we can just throw him into here. Rip. Okay, so so we can also upgrade this. You can see by putting in another. It has a specific requirement of what character you need to put in. Obviously, you see there. Some of which we do not have yet. Then apart after victory. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure yet what the best case scenario or best way to handle a lot of that is going to be. I think that we can do... Which one is that? This one's the healing one. Put Voidwalker in there. Put ourselves in there with bullet that can kill the past. Keep excavating. Or actually, you know what? Let's put tactical little Hink. Probably want to get a lot of people leveled up to 2 if we can swing it. And this seems like it'll be a good idea to get another slot for that, because sometimes it's just not enough healing, you know, man. It's just not enough healing. In addition, we can also probably level up something. Who do we want to level up? Let's level up Zachary. Wait, can we... 30 IQ? Oh, so he's... Oh, that just makes him straight up level 3. Holy moly. That is a pretty big deal. As far as what we're going to upgrade, I'll figure that out in the next one. Don't want to bore you the hell out. Because, guys, I'm really excited about this. I think this has potential to be quite a popular game. I'm just very interested in it. It'd be a nice thing to help hold me over until Darkest Dungeon 2 eventually comes out. Very, very excited. I hope you guys are too. If you want to have your names included as a potential ones that I will draw from a hat, go pop on over to the Patreon and check out the couple different tiers that will increase or decrease likelihood, stuff like that. Whatever. If you don't want to, don't freaking worry about it. Thank you so much for checking this video out. You've already done so much by doing that. And please do subscribe for more if you want to see it. I will bring it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the game. Tell me what you like about it. And check it out with the link in the description if you want to go get it yourself. Anyways, you can also join the Discord with the link in the description, and you can check out my Twitch because I do stream live there as well. But that's enough of that. Shameless self-promotion. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. See you next time.